in the last year or so have become much more concerned about air quality and cleanliness in our homes because we spent so much time in them. So Hunter came out with their digital tower. It's a true air purifier with EcoSilver, and EcoSilver uses silver nitrate on the outside of their filter so that it can't build up a growth of bacteria or mold, which causes odors, and that's not good for our home either. This has a comparable retail value of $100, $99.99. We have it on the air for a featured price of $69.98. Let me run through the colors. Back down in the front, that's pearl white. This aqua color has been very, very popular in the past. I checked my numbers before coming on the air this morning. We had less than 30 of these units were available to us in that aqua color. We also have a graphite gray and then a slate black. They take up less counter space or less floor space than a dinner plate. But this is able to take the air in even a larger room and circulate it several times. And the way it works is it draws the air in from 360 degrees around the base. You see the open slats. It then pushes it through a series of different filters, not just one, and then through the top, you get that clean air. This gives you ability to turn the light on or off. It has a nighttime function on it that when you hit that, it turns the light off and takes the power down so it doesn't make as much noise. Here's your on-off switch, built-in timer, 2, 4, and 8 hours. And I love this. It lights up and tells you when it's time to change your filter. All the features that we expect from an American company like Hunter at a price that's reasonable. Amy D'Angelo is our representative for the Hunter brand name, and she is broadcasting live from her home via Skype. Let's say hello. Good morning, Amy. How are you?
Good morning, Dan. How are you?
Doing good, doing well. Good to have you here.
Oh, nice to have you too. Actually, I have a question for you.
Sure.
If I were to hand you a glass of water and you could see particles floating in, would you drink it?
No.
Probably.
I'm a
probably
germaphobe.
not.
You know that. I'm the neat freak here.
I do know. But you know, we don't always think about the quality of our air because, as you said, we clean our counters, we clean our floors, we clean our hands. We're so conscious of all this, but our house looks clean, it seems clean, but in reality, there are particles floating up in the air that are invisible to the human eye that we can't see. And this unit is going to help us because there are only 2 ways to clean the air. One is with a unit like this, and one is with our lungs. So it's going to pull in all of that dirty air from the bottom, and then you've got your coconut carbon EcoSilver pre-filter, followed by your HEPA filter, and then your granular coconut carbon. It's going to remove the dust mites, the mold spores, the allergens, the pollen, and the smoke. It's going to help reduce those odors from cooking and cleaning and your pets. There's nothing worse than walking into someone's home and smelling their cat or their dog. Now, silver naturally inhibits the growth of bacteria, and it's going to be 99% effective of inhibiting that growth right on that pre-filter. And then all that air is going to pass through to your HEPA filter, which is going to get 99.97% of all of those particles out of the air. And it's going to pull things from 80 to 100 microns down to 0.3 microns, smoke particle, out of the air. Things that you can see and things that you can't see, and it's doing it all by itself. All you have to do is turn it on. And Dan, I love the fact that this is one of those things that I don't have to think about when I'm helping my family. It just does it all by itself.
Yep.
No arguing about putting on your coat or eating those green vegetables that they don't want to eat. This is just going to help your family, whether they're your pets or whether it's your own family, breathe cleaner air, which is something we do all day, every day.
Wouldn't it be nice if your home would clean itself the way this will clean the air? And you're right, you just hit a button and you're done. If you want this aqua color, by the way, it's now last call. If you want the slate gray, that has been the most popular. I think that silver nitrate is one of the most important aspects. If you look, you're going to see little dots, little silver dots. That silver nitrate, again, has the ability to inhibit the growth of bacteria and mold. If that were not there, then this unit, which is a powerful unit, would be drawing air in 360 degrees from the bottom, building mold, building bacteria, and then spouting it up through the top of the unit. That's not what we want. Not all air cleaners qualify as air purifiers. There is a difference. Do you see how much smoke? That was not time-lapse photography. Did you see how much smoke that reduced in that chamber? And by the way, for those people who do smoke, no judgment, I used to, 90% of smoke is not visible to the naked eye. Only 10% of the chemicals and the elements and the pollutants in cigarette smoke can be seen. So if you don't have a machine like this or one of equal quality, then your lungs are your only defense against things like VOCs, which mean volatile organic compounds. If you did any painting project in your home over the last year, do you remember how long it took to get the odor of the fresh paint out of that room? Those are VOCs. An air cleaner like this can make a big, big difference. And I gotta tell you,
Yes.
Amy, it's a good looking machine. It's sleek.
It really is. And I love the fact that I'm standing in my kitchen because I love the fact that it fits so nicely right under my counter. It has such a slim profile, but you can move it from room to room. It's very lightweight. And you know, we are starting to go back to work. We are starting to go back to school. This is one of those great items that you can send into the classroom. You can send it into your office. You can send it to the tutor's house to know that wherever you are or your family members are, they're breathing in the cleanest air that they can possibly breathe in. But again, it starts with that EcoSilver pre-filter, and then the air passes through, Velcroed on, there you go. It passes through to that true HEPA filter, and true HEPA is the gold standard in air purification. And in the back, you have that granular coconut carbon, and that's gonna help us reduce all of those smells and odor so that the air in our home, what's coming out of the top after it's gone through that HEPA filter, is 99.97% cleaner air.
99.97% clean. Okay, question, and I ask it, I know that it's going to be a tough question to answer because it all depends upon how dirty the air is in your home. But how often should you replace the filters? I say that with the understanding that we have a 3-pack of filters for $29.91, under 30 bucks. On
So Dan,
average, how often? Go ahead.
I like to say about 6 months.
Okay.
But again, the air in everyone's home is different. And that filter indicator light, this unit is going to know, and it's going to tell you, it's going to take all the guesswork out of it. And the first time you have to change something, you're just going to change that pre-filter because you're going to get 2 of those. This is going to capture all those larger particles, and this will need to be replaced first. The second time, you'll replace the whole thing. But again, you can get those on QVC.com, and it's just as simple as twisting off the bottom, and you can pull this out and then just replace it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
But don't guess, don't think. You don't need to write down a date and try to remember and log it into your calendar. The top of this unit will just light up and tell you.
There's also, and I like this, we want our whole home clean, but depending upon how homes are built, air must flow. So we've got a graphic that shows how many times per day that this can clean different size rooms. Don't let its small size fool you. It's a powerful unit.
It is. So it's rated for a 94 square foot room, and in 94 square feet, it's going to clean that room 4.8 times an hour. But if you put it in a 400 square foot room, which is 20 by 20, it's your great room, your den, it's still going to turn over that air. It's just going to turn it over 1.13 times per hour, so that you're getting that air turned over just a little more or less depending on the size of your room. And that's what we want to not have to think about is it doing its job? Yes. Leave it on all the time. Make sure that you're always cleaning that air, because no matter what, the dirt gets trapped in our homes. It's 2 to 5 times dirtier than outside.
I agree. Amy, thanks for giving up part of your weekend. Pat and I both appreciate you being with us. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Hey, coming up in just a few moments, our celebrity guest is going to teach us a little bit about car care and how to